Are you intimidated by the youth Brazilian tour groups that sing and crowd your favorite counter service restaurant? Here's a tip. Bring your own group of 27 family member newbies, and you can drown them out as you go Geekin on Walt Disney World.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go Geekin on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. Get ready for another fun Geekin family trip report in episode 178 of the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geekin family podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast that will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. Today's episode is sponsored by our good friends with Fairy Tale Concierge Travel Agency. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. You know them as part of our Geekin family. That's Jennifer Glambos and EJ Cruz. When you book your Disney World vacation with them, you're going to get a professional travel agent, and they're really passionate about Walt Disney World. Hey, do you dream and plan your next trip all year long? Well, they talk, eat, and drink Disney World all day long, and they'll love chatting with you about your next trip. When you work with them, they'll help you from the very beginning, during your trip, and who knows, you might even end up doing a trip report with us. So contact them now for a free, no obligation quote. And best of all, their services are free to use. So let's keep our trip bookings in the family and get all the details on our website, geekinonwdw.com, and get their contact information. Hey geeks, on the show today, Lindsay and I talk with Zach Elrod about his December 2016 trip and a little bit about his February 2017 trip. I think that was just a weekend. The December trip included 27 of Zach's family, and many of them are experiencing Disney World for the very first time. And this show is packed with fun experiences, including... Well, first of all, this was recorded quite a while ago before our March 2017 trip. You'll hear me mention that a few times. But Zach and his family of 27 are there at Christmas time in December of 2016. Most of the family are at Walt Disney World for the very first time, and Zach's stories related to the first time experiences are awesome. They spend one night at Pop Century, at least Zach and his immediate family. And then they head on over to the Boathouse Disney Springs, and they really enjoyed that. And you're going to hear lots of food talk in this episode. They do spend most of the trip at the Art of Animation. They have a 2-year-old son, Tyson, and he has some great character meetups. They were a little bit worried about the character meetups, but they prepared ahead of time and had some awesome time with characters, and they do that at Epcot first. They do Figment for the first time. Zach has a podcast-inspired margarita. I love it when people talk about things they learned on the podcast or inspired by the podcast, and Zach certainly had a couple of those. They take the whole gang Soarin', and we hear Zach's opinion of the new Soarin'. And one of our favorite restaurants, the German Beer Garden. Part of his family goes there, and some of them go over to San Angel over in Mexican Pavilion. So they split up the group. 27 people get their spot for Illuminations. Now that's how you stake out your spot for Illuminations so no one can get in your way. They try out Be Our Guest for lunch. You'll hear that experience. They do the Haunted Mansion and sing Christmas carols while they're there. So they're starting to get into that Christmas spirit. One thing that Zach talks about is their family doesn't really understand Disney World. They weren't too sure until they started going to the Magic Kingdom and they see Wishes for the first time. And that is the time where everybody really starts to get it, if you know what I mean, that Disney spirit. You know that feeling you get once you start to get into that Disney bubble. Everyone starts to get into the groove. Hollywood Studios for Toy Story, and they do a Woody and Buzz meet and greet. Many of them have a great newbie story over at the Tower of Terror, which is always a fun place to go for your very first time. And I love this story about Mama Melrose for dinner. That's one of those restaurants that we don't talk about often enough. So you're going to enjoy hearing his experience over there. They do get a last-minute Fast Pass for Fantasmic for all 27 people. That's awesome. Lindsay and I talk, or mostly Lindsay, talk about bagging of the fish. And I think you'll enjoy that story. They do the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, which is, I think, is a little show after Fantasmic that they catch. The Animal Kingdom Rope Drop and Safari Flame Tree Barbecue, one of my favorites. Zach actually calls out our good friend Ken Ludwig for his Splash Mountain Challenge, and they do Ohana for the very first time, which I'm always anxious to hear what people think of Ohana, because that's one of my favorites, and I always push that hard, but I have very few that do not enjoy Ohana, if any. They do even the Christmas party. They finish up with a Christmas party, and then we talk a little bit about their February trip, including Chef Mickey's for Tyson's birthday. They do Ohana a second time, so I think you'll agree they enjoyed Ohana, and they do one of their favorites, 50s Prime Time. So a lot of food talk. Let's go down to Walt Disney World with 27 of Zach Elrod's family. Walt Disney World, having fun, guys. Now, what?
I said, okay.
Okay. Now let's bring on my co-host. She's been called the best personal tour guide and a Walt Disney World encyclopedia so many times she's lost count. She almost took down the Great Wall in China with her rented electric scooter, and her laughing place is on a journey into imagination with Figment. We all know her as the sweetest, the cutest, and the smartest Disney daughter in the world, Lindsay.
Hi, geeks.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Dad.
It's weird again having you on Skype.
I know. I don't like Skype.
It's the best that we can do in this far away. But hey, you had some fun. You had some friends from home come down to Disney World to meet up with you, right?
Yeah, the past few days, my best friends Ellie and Kristen from home, growing up, came down together for a short little weekend vacation, and I was able to spend some time with them. So we had a blast.
Yeah, you didn't have any days off, but were you working in the morning or nights? What were you doing?
I was working nights. I would work from either 3 or 6 o'clock to midnight every night, and then I would meet up with them at 7 o'clock in the morning. And do
So you've been going kind of hard then past week.
It almost killed me, but it was fun.
Yeah.
One of the best things I have to say is I need to post this picture to the group of Kristen meeting Kylo Ren. She did not want to meet him, and he picked on her, of course, because she was the weakest. And we got a really fantastic picture of her with Kylo Ren. So.
You gotta post some pictures of them. You guys,
definitely.
You guys, I bet you had a ball in the parks, and you were in the park today. You had the day off from work.
I just went to see Little Mermaid, and I did Tower of Terror, and then I went to go see my best friend Mickey Mouse over at Fantasmic. So just got back from that.
How many times do you see Fantasmic?
I don't know, like once a week.
You love that show, right?
Yeah. It's really up there with Illuminations, but I think Illuminations still wins. But Fantasmic is a very close second.
Well, I'm getting excited because I'm coming to Florida. I got 3 more work days, Lindsay, and then I'm coming to Florida, and then I'm going to be in Fort Myers for a week, and then I'm going to come see you, okay?
All right, Dad. Sounds good.
Oh, well, we're recording way ahead of time. I'm so far ahead, Lindsay, but I've been promising people, this poor guest, he's been trying to come on for a long time, so why don't we bring him on to do a trip report?
Yeah, about time.
I know. Let's do it. He's gotten into a fight with a gorilla at Animal Kingdom, Lindsay. He was on the first test track, he was on the first test ride for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and he always gets the Clean Plate Award at 50's Primetime Cafe. And that's important because we all know how upset Mama gets when you don't clean your plate. So please give a warm Geekin family welcome to Zach Elrod. Hey, Zach.
Hey, geeks, how are y'all?
He said y'all, Lindsay. He's from
down south.
He's from down south. Like
Athens, Georgia.
Athens, Georgia, way down there, almost to Disney World.
Only 6.5 hours away. Yeah, not too bad.
Well, I'm jealous of that, Zach. And what happened with this fight with a gorilla?
Funny story. So my wife, unlike me, was not a well-versed Disney traveler coming up. As a matter of fact, she'd only been to Magic Kingdom for like half a day her entire life.
Okay.
Wow.
So right after we got married, our first like official trip that we were going to do is, and I booked us a whole week in Disney, and this was back in 2013.
Yeah.
And so we finally make it Animal Kingdom, and we're doing everything. And so the gorillas, you know how you can go into the overlook portion of it where they're just kind of out in the open.
Yeah.
It's not behind the glass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't jump into the pit, did you?
No, I didn't go that far with it. So one of them was just making gestures at us, and so I jokingly just beat on my chest just to see what it would do. Well, it ensued a loud, screeching argument between me and this gorilla, which pulled in a pretty good crowd of people. And it lasted about 10 minutes with me making noises back at it and it making noises at me.
Wow.
Until finally it got mad enough to pick up something. It kind of like threw some dirt in the air and then ran away. So
you won the fight
with a gorilla.
Sounds like you won. That's.
I don't know if that glass wasn't there.
I was about to say I'm not gonna go that far. That gorilla might still remember me next time. So
yeah, he's got good memory. That's awesome, Zach. I love that. That's a lot of fun. Well, you actually have been on 2 trips since we started talking. You were back in December, right?
Yeah, we were there December 17th through the 23rd.
Yeah, great.
And
Christmas
then for my son's second birthday back in February, we left on the 20th and stayed that week and did a few days out there and came back.
All right.
We've done 2 trips in the past 3 months.
Perfect. Nice. So yeah, we're going to cover a little bit of all those trips. And what's your history, Zach, with Walt Disney World?
The first time I ever went, I was 5 or 6 years old, I do believe. My mom booked us a trip down at Port Orleans. So we went, and it was me, and I'm the youngest of 5. I have 4 older sisters, and then I'm the baby.
Wow, the baby boy.
Yeah, 3 of which are half sisters. They were from my dad's side, and then I have the oldest of my sisters is my mom and my dad. So we took 3 of the sisters and then myself and my mother all down, and we went and did. We stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter.
Yeah,
and that was my first ever experience with Disney World. And then we pretty much went once at least every 2 years. We did a biannual trip all the way up through my teenage years. And then we probably, by the time I got married, I didn't go any in college, if I'm not mistaken. And then by the time that me and Allie got married, we were going back. So February would have been this was my 10th trip in February.
All right. So
of my life.
You're a veteran. Your wife? How about your wife?
This trip would have been her 4th.
Okay. Yeah. So you got her going. All right.
Okay.
And now let's talk about this trip in December. Who went on this trip?
27 people.
It's like a tour group.
Yeah, I basically, we were joking about it because like I said, we've kind of done an annual thing since we've gotten married and made sure we've gone every year. And one of my family members just happened to mention it at a gathering. They were like, "Are you guys going back?" I was like, "Yeah, we're booking pretty quickly. We're going in December of this year because we've never been during Christmas time." They were like, "Well, what if we go?"
Yeah.
So we were like, "Cool, 8 people, not too shabby." We were staying pretty low. Well, before I knew it, the entire family on my mother's side, all cousins and her sister and her family and everybody was just kind of like, "Well, we're all going to go." So I got up to 27 total by the time it was over with.
So how did you book this trip? Where did y'all stay?
Well, we stayed at Art of Animation in the Cars suites. Infants, we were able to kind of move them around, and we were able to keep it to 4 rooms. I was trying to keep the costs as low as possible so that some of these families who were having like 4 and 5 that they were paying for, we could kind of keep it cost effective.
Yeah. Did you do all the reservations?
Yes, I did everything. I used Sonia Little. She actually just joined our Geeking family soon after I did. She's with Pirate Pixie Destinations.
Oh, okay.
They're our big travel agent group down here. I actually got involved with Pirate and Pixie when I booked our first trip in 2013, and my agent had been changing every year until Sonia came along, and now I've been using her for 2 years now.
Okay.
And so she was able to help me, especially with the ADRs, because that was a nightmare.
But
Yeah, you needed a travel agent. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to come up with which restaurants we could set aside and do 27 people with, and that would be able to accommodate us without us having to sit at dinner for 2.5 hours.
So all these
was pretty difficult.
And all these people, I mean, how were they involved in the planning? Did they like have restaurants that they wanted to go to, or what was their history with Disney World?
Well, 21 of them, other than my mother, my wife, my oldest sister, and her daughter and son. Everybody else was first timers. So
wow,
21 total of the people were all first time visitors to Disney. So no, they had nothing to do with it. They wanted to be our guests. That was their one request. So I made that happen for a lunch reservation, but everything else was just kind of me getting them downloading the app, getting them looking at menus, and kind of I would throw out like the 3 top restaurants from where we were going to be that day, and let them vote on them after they saw it. And so that's how we came up with it. And then I would go in and make the reservation, or I would call Sonia if we were having trouble with it, and she would try to call into Disney Dining and take care of it for us.
So were you like the tour guide for this whole trip?
Yeah. I'm really OCD, so I try to develop like the best plan that I can for everything that I do.
Yeah.
And so with this, basically what I did is I just made recommendations to them. There was no way that all 27 of us were going to do the same fast pass selections or anything to that nature. But what I tried to do was just kind of give my best advice to each family as they would ask it, and give them my plan. And what I did is I came up with the schedule of what park we were going to visit on a specific day.
Yeah.
And then let them book their own fast passes for it.
Okay.
And then I just tried to basically say, like, we're going to meet here for dinner. And then after dinner, you guys go with me, because we were going to try to go to every single nighttime show or spectacular that we could make it to and try to all be together for those.
Okay.
And I was actually very successful with that. That worked out really, really well, because we were able to still navigate quickly through the parks, or at least as quickly as you can in December.
Yeah.
Without getting too bogged down, and able to get as much done as possible.
Yeah, you picked the most crowded time you could possibly go, right?
Yeah, it was
it was packed, right?
That was the most people I've ever seen in Disney World at one time.
Yeah, were they a little bit disappointed? Being the first timers, were they a little bit disappointed with the crowds?
No, and
they did good.
And to be honest, because I think that their expectation was there, because I said it as that. I basically said, go into December is going to be tight, and you're going to have to, stick to your plans and make sure that as you're hitting specific areas, do what you want to do in that area before leaving the next.
Oh, yeah.
That way you're not trying to, jump back and forth across the park. So,
wow.
From what I understand, the majority of them, really and truly, the only day I think was Epcot, which was our day one, was one where they just didn't get as much done because they didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, okay.
So a lot of them were late, like getting into the park that morning and things like that. So it kind of
makes it hard.
Yeah.
It did. It made it more difficult to kind of push through the process. But by mid-afternoon, everybody was kind of catching on to what they were supposed to do. And paying attention to their fast pass times and making sure that we were, that they were trying to navigate through that. Because basically, as soon as they would come to me and they'd be like, this wait time's 70 minutes. I was like, just wait. Just sit there, refresh the app until somebody cancels a fast pass, and then you can go get on it. Don't stand there and wait in a 70-minute line.
This seems like a lot of pressure on you during the week.
Honestly, by the time we got into the parks, everybody kind of did their own thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that bad.
Good.
Nobody was calling me every 5 minutes. And
Okay.
I was able to still enjoy my time because it was mostly, most of the time we either were with my niece because she has a daughter that's the same age as our son.
Okay.
And so we kind of would tag team that. That way, if we did have to do a parent swap,
Yeah.
we were able to utilize that and have somebody to be able to sit with the kids and kind of do the swap offs.
So no family fights?
No family fights. Everybody had a blast. As a matter of fact,
awesome.
I've already got 2 of them planning their next trip.
They want to go? Okay. You hooked a couple, huh?
Oh, yeah. I told them that. I said,
No doubt.
by the end of this trip, you're not already planning your next one, then I'll consider it a disappointment.
All right. All right. Well, let's go day by day, shall we, Zach? Let's take a look. I see you went down to Disney Springs. When you drove down, and it takes 6 hours or so?
About 6 hours.
Yeah.
So we left pretty early on the 17th. And this was basically, my goal was to get down there a day before everybody else.
Okay.
So Allie and my son Tyson and I all left the morning of the 17th, and we got down and we just reserved a room at Pop Century. As a matter of fact, we probably reserved this room maybe 2 months before travel, if that.
Okay.
It was kind of a last-minute decision. We were just trying to decide if we wanted to go down the day early or not. So we went ahead and drove on down. We checked in. We stayed at Pop Century. They put us in the 1980s section, and this was actually our first time ever staying at Pop Century Resort as well.
Yeah.
And so we got checked into the room, and it's a pretty standard value resort. As a matter of fact, if anything, I would say it's more lightly decorated than some of the others. I was a little disappointed with the decoration and the setup for it. I think some of the All-Stars do a little better with some of that. But all in all, it did what it was supposed to do. It got us there, and we were already in Disney, so we could utilize the transportation system to go to dinner and do what we wanted to do.
Yeah, tell me where you went to dinner.
So we headed out. We headed to Disney Springs, and we had reservations at the Boathouse.
Yeah,
and
I see that.
And that, I mean, as soon as we got there, what was funny is Tyson went to sleep in the stroller as we were checking in. So we got in there, and as soon as we sat down, the wait staff was spectacular. It was a little tight with the seating, but of course they had to accommodate because there was people everywhere. Okay. But we got in and we sat down, and the menu was probably one of the most difficult to choose between because there was so much on it that sounded so great. And we grabbed a couple of drinks. I say we. I grabbed a couple of drinks. My wife is currently expecting our second child, so she watched me in pain as I enjoyed a few. But I had a drink. I had a drink called the Bradford. It's a 4 Roses bourbon and a spiced ginger ale.
Sounds good.
And and then for dinner I had a 12-ounce filet mignon with roasted potatoes, and Allie had a coconut white shrimp, which I didn't know there was a different color to shrimp, but that is what it was called. I even went back into the app just to confirm that that's actually what it was. But we really enjoyed it.
We're doing the Boathouse, Lindsay, when we go down, right?
Are we? I don't know.
Yeah, that was my choice. What do you mean, are we? I begged for that one. I can't wait to try the Boathouse. Yeah,
you'll beg for it every time now.
Oh,
it truly was a spectacular dining experience.
Oh, awesome! I'm hearing good things about that. We've got the Flying Fish book too, so I'm excited about. We'll see. We'll compare those two. All right.
Yeah, it still had not opened when we were there in February.
Yeah, sure.
Or no, Flying Fish was open. What's the other one? The one that they're putting in Paddlefish. That's it.
Yeah, Paddlefish just opened.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good things coming back to Disney Springs, which I'm glad that they changed that out because Fulton's was not my favorite.
Okay, yeah, I'd heard that before. All right, and you got a chance to see the drone show. I was just talking to somebody about the drone show. That's all gone now, I think, right? It was just for the holidays.
Yeah, it was just for the holidays. They just played a Christmas themed music all throughout Disney Springs, and how they did it, I'll never know. I mean, the whole sky was slapped full of drones. Because there was lights. There was lights from every point of the lake that you could see, but they would do formations, so they would move into like a Christmas tree. They did like a little drummer boy. It was spectacular.
Nice.
The only thing that I wish they would have done different was dim the lights down, because they didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
So
I was listening back to one of my live trip reports that's actually going to be coming out while I'm down in Disney World. Did you know there was a drone that he keeps getting lost? Lindsay,
Yeah.
Were you talking about this?
Yeah, I remember.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Timmy.
He does his own thing.
He keeps getting lost. They call him Timmy. But
Timmy.
I think from what's that show, South Park. But anyways,
South Park.
Yeah, I was talking with people at Epcot and they were saying that. But that's one I really wish I got to see. But I'm sure they're coming up with something again they'll do down there. That's awesome.
I'm sure they'll keep it working, because I think they wanted to make Disney Springs just as much of the holiday atmosphere as the rest of the parks were going to be.
Sure.
So they did a really good job with decoration. I mean, the music and everything, it just made you feel like you were in that atmosphere again, which is something that normally only happens in the parks.
Yeah.
I like it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, trying to get down there and get in and get food and then be able to walk around. It just wasn't near as compact. It was actually really smooth. And that was, of course, the first time we had seen Disney Springs since they had really opened up that whole brand new shopping area.
Yeah, Lindsay, we were really amazed coming in there when I was dropping you off in January. You noticed how all the construction was gone and it's all done, and it was easy driving in. The crowds down there can get unbearable. When I was down there earlier in the day. We were there for lunch and then got out of there. Yeah, the crowds can be still. You haven't even gone down there probably at all, Lindsay, have you?
I've walked through a little bit one other time, but yeah, not really.
She had her fill when she worked down there, right, Linz?
Yes.
All right.
Now, where were you at down there?
I was on the west side, over by Cirque du Soleil, and I was in merchandise.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's see.
It does get pretty rough down there during the summer, though.
Yeah.
There's no shade in Disney Springs at all.
So then you checked into where after that?
So the next morning, we got up really early to go make sure that everything was going to go smooth at Art of Animation. So and Pop Century and Art of Animation are adjacent to one another. So as a matter of fact, there's actually a walkway between the two resorts.
Right. Did you just walk over? Yeah.
No, we didn't. We moved our car.
Okay.
So that we could make sure that everything was over there.
Yeah.
And so we went over there, we parked, we got in, and we were able to go ahead and check in. But, of course, with it being Christmas time, our room was not ready.
Yeah.
And actually, and to speak to that, this is the first time that I've ever gotten to my room prior to at any point in time during the day and not been able to check in since our 2013 trip. Every single time our room has been ready at like 7 a.m.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's unusual though, too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And so
pretty good.
We were able to do the luggage drop off, and that was just for us. And then I was able to check in with family and kind of get ETAs, because some were coming from off-site resorts. Others were actually coming in that day, like leaving from home and coming in.
Are they all from the Georgia area?
Yes, everyone's from this general area.
Okay.
Around the Athens, except for one family, and they went and met them in Albany, Georgia, which is south.
Okay. So we're all driving down.
A couple of hours.
They didn't take a caravan. There wasn't a caravan of cars driving down then.
No. Each individual family was kind of doing their thing and getting down at different times.
It's really tough driving and trying to stay behind somebody. I hate doing that.
Oh, I know.
Right, Lindsay? When we used to go on these church trips for work camp, and there'd be like 5 cars driving through Washington D.C. trying to not hit the lights and stay together. It's a pain.
It's a nightmare.
I always hated that. All right, so I see you got into Epcot, didn't you, Zach?
Yeah, we headed straight on over to Epcot, because after I checked in with family, everybody was going to be coming in at different times. So
go have fun.
We didn't want to be behind.
Yeah.
So my wife and son and I, we went ahead and headed on over, and actually my sister and her family were they were checking in as we were leaving. So I think they were right behind us getting in there. And we arrived right at rope drop. They were doing the final pieces of it. And so we were able to catch a little bit of the welcome before they let everybody in. And we headed for our first fast pass, which was at Spaceship Earth. It wasn't needed. The wait time was only about 10 minutes right at rope drop. So, but we did go ahead and utilize it so that way we could just mark that off the list and move on to the next thing, because we didn't have anybody to do parent swap with us. So we couldn't just run straight to Test Track or Soarin'. So we went ahead and did that. And then we included a good bit of the more child-friendly things inside of Future World with Seasman Nemo and Turtle Talk and Ellen. We ended up going and doing Ellen's Energy Adventure, which I call my favorite nap time of the day.
And now, so Tyson, he's 2 years old, right? Has he ever been to the park before?
Tyson's 2.
We
took him. He's been once when he was 4 months old.
So he's a veteran.
Yeah, he's a veteran now too. He's ready. He loves it. He's ready to go.
Did you kind of know? Did you know how he was going to react? I mean, are you worried that he's going to be scared of characters or anything? Or no,
we were. But what we did is I went and bought like a life-size Mickey Halloween blow up. What do you call the inflatables that go out in your front yard during the holiday season? And we would tell him, go give him a hug, go say hey to Mickey every time he got home during the afternoons.
Oh, smart.
Wow.
And it did. And I swear it helped, because by the time we got in there, he wasn't scared to see the Mickey characters larger than like his little stuffed animals. So it almost went perfect. And so our first character meet and greet was Pluto, right inside of the World Showcase. Is literally right next to the Mexico Pavilion. There's like a little what do you call it? It's like there's like a little, just an overhang walkway that you kind of just walk through, and Pluto stands in there. And so we went in and he got to meet Pluto. And now during that one, he wasn't scared, but he wouldn't get down by himself quite yet. And so we kind of held him and let him talk. But right after that, we headed over and met Mexican Donald.
Yeah.
And he got down and ran to him. As a matter of fact, he was getting frustrated that there was other families.
Oh, he cut in line?
And so,
oh, how sweet.
He tried, and the cast member was cracking up because he was yelling for him, Donald Duck, Donald Duck. And he just wanted him to pay him attention.
Oh, wow. That's great. I love watching the little kids.
Man, it was definitely heartwarming, because Donald was always my favorite character growing up. So for that to happen was like the perfect, dad moment for when he was finally able to realize what was going on. And so
Mexican Donald,
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and he's the best too. He's so cute.
Oh yeah, I love Mexican.
Yeah, he is. And we had just got in there, and he had just done a change out, and so the wait time was probably, there was a pretty good line, but then when they were doing the change out, people just started kind of filing away. So we ended up only being about 4 people for meeting him by the time that they did the change out, and it only takes like 4 minutes to do it.
Yeah, that is. I've only hit that just right a few times. It's hard. He gets a good line for sure.
Oh yeah,
he does.
Right, Lindsay?
It was, and it stayed pretty high for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but hey, we skipped something. You did one of our traditions, I see.
We did. We did do.
Proud of you.
The Journey into Imagination with Figment. Now I do have to mention that first. I hate to say this, but December was the first time we had ever ridden. Excuse me. Journey into Imagination with Figment.
Oh my god!
Wow.
My mom says that she doesn't ever remember doing it when I was a kid either. So after hearing about it a few times on the podcast, I made it a point that we were going to go get on Figment.
Yeah.
So what'd you think?
And so we were back on it twice in February. So
yeah,
good.
I bet you Tyson liked that.
He did. And he would sing the song with him, and he danced with Figment. So he really enjoyed the atmosphere. Nice. The rides were his favorite thing. I mean, he wanted. We ride something else every single time we got off.
Oh, that's perfect for him.
He wanted to go do the next thing.
Well, that wasn't what I was referring to, but that is a tradition for sure, especially for Lindsay. But I was talking about the Mexican Pavilion.
Yeah. So right after that, we headed to the Mexican Pavilion, and of course, we went and grabbed an 11 a.m. margarita.
Perfect.
We were right on time for it too. We walked straight into the
first one's there.
Straight into the San Angel restaurant, and we went to the lounge right there to the right as soon as you go inside the pyramid.
Oh, you're inside. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't for the life of me remember the name of it.
The bar?
Yeah, the bar to the right-hand side right there.
Oh, geez. Why am I blanking on that?
I don't know why. We actually usually go to the outside one.
La Cava. Is the one inside.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I usually go to the outside. I would have gone to the outside as well, but they were packed.
Hey, have you guys noticed the new one they're building outside the pyramid there? They still have the walls up. I mean, any progress did you notice?
I haven't seen it lately.
No?
No, they didn't have anything new in February either.
Okay. Because, there's a wall there. It was there in January. They're building a new margarita stand there.
Good.
Yeah.
More access to them. So,
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they're changing it up, but it'd be interesting to see. All right. Perfect. Are they as good as I said they were? What kind of margarita did you get? You're on.
I just got a regular Patron lime margarita, and I did do on the rocks. I am a fan of rocks, not the frozen kind. So
me too.
So is Lindsay.
I know.
It's all right. I won't hold it against you.
It's okay. I did have a frozen one for you later. I posted a picture of it.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Hey,
after that,
did you do Soren?
We did. We did do Soren. We ended up making it. Let's see here. We made it to Soren and did a few of the interactive. Actually, they have a new interactive trivia game while you're standing in line for it because we ended up having to do standby.
Oh, I didn't see that last time.
And I'll get to why we did standby in a minute because the family wanted to do Frozen Ever After. So,
yep, sure.
Unfortunately, when we went to go book Fast Passes, the only time that I could get us together, and the only time because I was booking that Fast Pass for everybody else.
Yeah.
Was at 6:45 p.m.
Oh wow!
That Fast Pass was held for the rest of the day, but we got the Soarin' standby line down below an hour.
Okay.
So my wife and I went and hopped in it, and when you do parent swap, they give you a Fast Pass for up to 3 people, unless of course you explain to them you have more than that in your party, in which case they'll accommodate that as well.
Well, you had more than that in your
party. They were really good about it.
They gave you 25 passes.
No, they didn't. They I left a lot of people on their own. I grabbed them from my mom and niece and my nephew and let them go and hop on after us because they kept Tyson for us during that time.
Yeah.
But Soren has added a trivia game now. So when you're standing in line, you can sit there and play, and you can get added to a team. I think there's red, yellow, blue, and green maybe are the team names, but everybody just gets on and you play trivia, and then at the end it adds up your score. So it's very interactive now in line, so it's not quite as bad.
Oh, where do you play that? It's not up against the wall. I mean, like before they had the wall things that you made shadow puppets at.
Yeah, that's a gone thing now. They have these huge screens now where you can see the scores, and they even have like little miniature ones that run back down the ramp back towards the exit.
Oh, maybe I got to do the standby then. I like trivia. Is it Disney trivia?
Yeah, it was fun.
The Disney World?
No, it's world trivia.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
So,
tell Lindsay, Zach, what you thought of Soren.
Man, I'll tell you, the new Soren is one of my absolute favorites of Walt Disney World.
Oh, what? So tell us why.
It was being able to see all of the new additions that they did. From even the new CGI was, in my opinion, it was probably some of the best I'd seen in any interactive ride like that. The new smells, the way that you get to see the world instead of just California, which even Soaring Over California was amazing the first time I ever rode it. But the new Soaring Over the World just trumped it. It was just outstanding. And then of course at the end, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but at the ending now is more Disney. And it was just all around beautiful. I mean, my mom came off in tears.
Wow.
The first time that she got to ride it.
Well, we're certainly getting a range of opinions on Soren, aren't we, Lindsay?
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
It's got a love-hate relationship I'm hearing now. I think it's like 50-50 so far I'm getting from the listeners we've had on, and between you and Holly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So then that must have made you hungry.
Yes, we got really hungry after Soren, and so we were on a time crunch. We had about 5 minutes to get from Soren to Beer Garden. Basically, I had a lot of my family who was kind of scared of the German menu, so I let the first timers go and take the San Angel Inn reservations, and so 15 of them headed there, and then the other half of us headed over to Beer Garden.
Why were they afraid of the German menu?
I guess they were reading the menu items, and they couldn't tell whether or not they were going to like the food or not, and they were more comfortable going and eating Mexican food because, of course, everybody loves Mexican food. So yeah, everybody was just going.
Hey, wait a minute, we're a little bit German, aren't we, Lindsay?
Yeah.
And
we're not afraid of German food.
My mother. No, I mean, neither is my mom. My mom, her dad was stationed in Ludwigsburg, Germany, right after World War II.
Yeah.
And so my mom actually lived there for, I want to say it was 4 or 5 years when she was a child. And so, of course, being back in that German section, she loves it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think in the next couple of years, we're planning to go back. She actually still has friends who live in that area of Germany. So
yeah, my parents love. My dad was stationed there in the army, and I was almost born there. I always joked I've been on the Eiffel Tower, but I've never seen it. I was born in the U.S., but I was there. I was conceived in Germany. We'll put it that way. My mom always said. My mom always says I got a tattoo on the back of my head that says "Made in Germany."
Oh my God.
Did you hear that, Lindsay? You never heard Mama say that?
I've never heard Oma say that. No.
There you go. Doesn't that sound like something she would say?
Yes, it does.
So I'm not making it up. Yeah, but and then Margita's mom is German. So yeah, they all speak German. So we have a affinity for this pavilion for sure, and the food I love awesome. The food there. Yeah,
I was just there last week.
Yeah, you went. I sent us.
I ate there on Saturday.
You sent us a video with your friends and at the big long tables having a good time.
Uh-huh.
You guys, would you have beers, Lindsay?
Did
you guys have big beers? Did you get the big German beers?
Oh no, I got the flight, and Ellie and Kristen got the grapefruit beer.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, I had the beer part right. I had the beer part right, not the big beer part.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So yeah, what did you guys think of the food there?
We really enjoyed it. They were doing a lot of the live Christmas music with the band.
Oh yeah.
And they were letting the kids get down on the floor and dance, and they were actually telling Christmas stories. So they would stop playing music for a minute, and then they would tell a part of the Christmas story, and then they would let the kids listen to another song and do that. So it was a very interactive experience. And of course, the buffet is amazing. The sausages. As a matter of fact, mostly what I ate was meat. Like I was a carnivore.
It's a meat and potatoes place, that's for sure.
It's the opposite of what I do when I'm there.
Sausages. Yeah. What do you get there, Lindsay? Being a vegetarian.
Potatoes, vegetables, cucumber salad.
Yeah, cucumber salad.
Yeah, the cucumber salad was very good.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Yeah, you're not going to go hungry there for sure.
Mm-mm. No. They definitely make sure you get your fill.
Germans know how to eat. I can tell you that.
Oh, they don't play around in there. They make sure that you get the big plate, and they were probably given the most generous portions from the carving station of any buffet I've eaten at there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I had a Warsteiner Dunkel while I was there. One of my absolute favorite German beers. It's like a trying to think of how to describe it. It's a very dark oak style, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
And the whole layout was perfect. My mom commented on how authentic she thought the experience was. And she had a Warsteiner too, so she was having a good time listening to the music. So
did you get the big one? The big, what is that? A liter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him as big as I could get it. Yeah. I told him as large as they could make it for me, which I was already a few drinks in that day, so I was definitely ready.
Yeah, right. Started this in Mexico, didn't we? Then you went flying around the world.
Started in Mexico and went everywhere else. And I mean, about
Excellent.
2 margaritas, and I had a blackberry bourbon lemonade from the United States.
Oh, all right.
So,
good deal.
Yeah.
And then you went all to the late at night. You did the illuminations too?
Yeah, we didn't stop. As soon as we got out of Beer Garden, I went and found us a spot right outside of the Mexican Pavilion.
Yeah.
We were able to get all 27 of us for this one. We got everybody together and put kids on shoulders, and actually we were able to get a pretty open spot, so we didn't really have a whole lot of people trying to crowd in behind us. Everybody was kind of being able to get a pretty good spread. And
you could guard your territory with 27 people.
Yeah, we took up a lot of room. We were a powerhouse.
That's right. No one's gonna
mess with on that one.
That's good. Team Elrod is got the market cornered there for illuminations.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, so we really enjoyed it, and I'm not sure if they were just doing this for a holiday piece or not. But I mean, they have really stepped up illuminations. They did this. They did this thing towards the end where they fired out these floating cap fireworks that I've never seen in my life. They fired them out all across the lake, and they skipped, and then they all lit up on the water.
Oh, cool. Yeah, something different.
And yeah, it was 5 minutes longer than I ever remember it being.
That's cool that they do something new. Yeah, something cool for holidays. Awesome.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. And of course, once that was over with, everybody in my family was like, now I see that it's not just fireworks, because I think that was what they had in their head is that we're going to go watch fireworks at night. Mm-hmm. This isn't your go to the lake and watch fireworks on the 4th of July, and they do a show, and so that's what I was trying to explain. And so once they saw this, they were geared up for the next day.
Yeah,
so,
right. Yeah, they're like, wow, extra. They just lot to see when you go to a Disney park for sure. Lots going on.
They were all impressed, and so everybody was tired by this point in time. And of course, we were getting ready for the next day, which was going to be our Magic Kingdom day.
Yeah,
we got up the next day and we headed on out to Magic Kingdom. Pretty much the majority of everybody was down at breakfast that morning. I think they all kind of caught on to the idea of, hey, we don't want to be late anymore. So everybody was up and having breakfast and getting ready to go up and beat the crowds. And we ended up not making it into the park a little bit after 8. They did extra magic hours that morning. But even with that, the wait time for buses getting off and then security check-throughs and everything else, it just took a long time.
Yeah. Yep. It's always longer than you think.
Yeah, and of course now at Magic Kingdom, everyone has to go through the metal detectors, but in December they were doing random selection, and I was their favorite guinea pig. Every time we went through, they would pull me to the side, and of course when they do that, I had to retake off the backpack and get everything over onto the stroller, and then go get the stroller to the side so I could go through the.
You had to look. So
it just, I guess so. I'm just that type of looking person, I guess.
It's suspicious.
But after that we finally got through and we headed over to Fantasyland and jumped on Peter Pan's flight. Best fast pass to ever use if you ever go back in December or any time during those high crowd times. The wait time was already up above 70 minutes.
I know. I don't understand why Peter Pan is such a.
I know. I waited for that one the other day. It is.
Man, when we go, that's one of those ones where if you get there first on rope drop, and Mom she loves that one, but it's one of those ones you got to go first thing.
Even then, you'll wait like a half hour.
Yeah, there's like a dart. I mean, and when we got in there, I was mind blown. Like I looked at Allie after we got to Peter Pan, and I was like, 70 minutes already. Yeah, the park's barely been open. This is during, if I'm not mistaken, the 8 a.m. was when they were doing rope drop for standard guests, like the rest. So the only resort guests were in there at the time, and I mean they were just piling in.
But you're there on a day. You're almost getting to the times when they actually hit capacity at Magic Kingdom too. So
they had hit some sort of capacity the day that we were traveling. So the 17th, I'd gotten a notification that Magic Kingdom was
closed. not taking it
that they
anymore.
were basically making announcements.
Yeah. Yep. So you're at that time of year. All right. So you did lunch at the BOG.
Yeah, we ended up once we got done with our Fast Pass and we rode a couple of other rides over there in Fantasyland. We had lunch at Be Our Guest, and I'll go into this in the February trip too. But we've now done breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Be Our Guest, and lunch is the best, hands down.
Why is that?
The menu was broad. It was just less stress. We were able to get in pretty quick with 27. They had us in the room to the right. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a foyer library type themed room, but the big long tables that run across that back wall there was where they put us, and so we were able to all sit together.
So they found you a place to sit. You didn't have to like find your own place.
No, once they found out who we were and the amount of people we had.
They got like walkie-talkies with cast members giving warnings when they're coming, I think.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're on their way.
Here they come, that 27 group. You're like a Brazilian tour group.
Oh, we were.
Did you have a little flag? You need a little flag to follow.
We did. And the first time that we told, this was our first actual full-blown reservation with all 27 of us. And so as soon as I walked in and I explained that I'm Elrod with this many people, they were like, oh, okay, follow her. And then you follow her. And then we're going to get you all there. They gave us the entire room with the kiosks to order food before they let anybody else come in behind us. And then
wow. You got the royal treatment. So, yeah, that's cool.
And so we were able to get in, and it was actually relatively quick. I mean, we got our food almost immediately, and they did a really good job. Like, they didn't miss a beat. I mean, as soon as we sat down, they were bringing us food, and everybody was able to kind of get through it. And it was still quick service, even though we had that many people and they were trying to accommodate to us.
Yeah.
And the drinks were still self-serve, just like breakfast at lunch as well.
Yeah, yeah. And you order with the little kiosk there, right?
Yeah, as soon as you walk in, they send you to the right, and there's like a group of probably like 10 kiosks.
Right.
And you can go up to it and you order what you want, and then you either scan it to your Disney dining plan or pay there, and then they send you on through, and then you go get your cup at the drink stations, and you go ahead and make your drinks and go sit down, and then they'll come around with these big like rolling trays, and that's where they bring all your food out.
Yeah.
And you just leave your receipt on the table, and they just come around and hand it out. And so it was actually a really smooth process.
And they know where you are because you're a magic band, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. They're able to track you that way.
That's kind of weird. It's wild.
It is. It is really crazy. And the Magic Band experience has definitely broadened since they first announced it, and since we first started using it, to basically what it is now. Yeah. Where they're able to do everything through your Magic Band, track you, even on Haunted Mansion. They were pulling up your name when the Hitchhiking Ghosts were riding with you.
Yes, Lindsay and I got to see that, right, Linz?
Yeah.
Finally, we were anticipating it, and we finally saw that. That's really cool. Awesome. And let's see, I've highlighted some other stuff here, Zach. You went over to Laugh Floor, and you had a good experience over there.
Yeah, after a while, we let's see here. We headed over to Laugh Floor, and I got to be the guy who feels like dancing. And so I stood up and got into it, and of course they kept it going for a bit longer than I cared like embarrassing myself. But we did that, and then my wife got pulled from the crowd by the twins, and they sang because we were all wearing our Elrod Trip 2016 Disney shirts, and so they made a couple of really good jokes about her making us wear matching shirts to the park.
So you had 27 of you with the same shirt on?
No. My wife just ordered shirts for me and my family. Everybody else did order shirts, but we didn't have the exact matching ones.
Okay. That would have been quite a thing. Then it would definitely be a Brazilian tour group.
Yeah, then it would have been. And
little backpacks on you.
Plenty of those running around.
They were there?
Oh yeah, there was plenty of crowds running around. That like just as many people as we had walking around with. Every single person was in bright yellow matching shirts.
Okay, yeah.
So
awesome.
we had a few others, and then one of the big traditions of my wife was the Carousel of Progress. Her grandfather, the only time that she ever went when she was a kid, while her parents went and rode something else, he took them and rode Carousel of Progress. And so every single time we go now, we have to go sing "It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow" 5 times in a row and then enjoy that. And so,
well, it's got a special meaning for her then.
Oh yeah. She loves it.
Nice.
She loves it. So after that, we finished up a few more rides. We did Haunted Mansion, Small World, and then we went and did Crystal Palace for dinner.
That's a Stone favorite, right, Lindsay?
Yes, yours definitely.
Mine? Enjoy.
Mom always wants to take me there. Are we going there this trip? I think we're going there this trip. Yeah.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure. I was giving her a hard time because she's got a bunch of the usuals on there. Yeah, I love the Crystal Palace. How did the little guy like the Pooh and Friends?
Oh man, he was head over heels because Disney Junior has just started doing a new Pooh-based show, and so Tyson had seen it a few weeks in advance prior to us leaving. Okay. So as soon as Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore and all the characters started coming around, he just got into it. So we took lots of pictures, and I guess the only thing that was bad about it was as soon as a character would come around, Tyson would throw his food down because he wanted to get back up out of his high chair and go see the character. Well, he could have cared less about eating.
Yeah, that's the one thing with the little guys. They don't really, eating's not part of the deal.
No, not at all.
It's the highlight of their trip. Yeah. Well, all right.
But the one thing I do wish they would start doing at the character dining experiences, I wish they would add the memory maker ability to it. That was the one time where we were getting really good character experience and really good character piece where we were having to pull out cell phones and take pictures.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have any. Yeah, no photographers with all the. Yeah, that's unless they used to at Chef Mickey's when you walked in. I think you can get.
They still do.
They still do that, right?
They still do. They do. As soon as you go in, you go over and you take a picture with like a statue.
Yeah,
and they do still do that experience there because we did do Chef Mickey's during this February trip of ours.
Yeah, so they don't get you when you're eating and the characters are going around. No. Yeah, you got to do your own. That's right. That's a good point. Very good point.
There's no character interaction pictures. So, like for the trip in February, we would just take turns getting up with him so we could continue to eat or do whatever, and then he would sit back down until the next character would come around because they run clockwise once they come into your room.
Yeah.
Which Crystal Palace, of course, was more of they would just cover the whole restaurant, but they come around pretty quickly. I mean, they get to you early on.
So how did the gang of 27 think of the Crystal Palace?
Oh, they had a blast because a lot of the kids are elementary age, and so they were really interacting well with the characters, and that was their first
character meal,
major character experience.
Okay,
so
yeah, that went over.
Everybody was enjoying themselves, getting lots of pictures and enjoying the experience.
Excellent. We love that place. All right. How about Wishes or a Castle Show?
Yeah, we did miss, because of the ADR, we missed Elsa turning the castle into ice. But we did really get to enjoy it because as soon as we walked out, of course, the castle was completely transformed and the kids they lost their minds over it. And so we had a while before Wishes actually started when we got out. But we got really lucky. It came a typical Florida storm and came in rolling thunder and
December
rain.
In December. That's usually summertime is supposed to do that, Zach, not winter.
Well, I'm glad it did because it ended up, I mean, there was just everybody just started darting towards the exit. Okay. So what was a nightmare off of Main Street all of a sudden just became this open area.
Cleared out.
But we ran over to Haunted Mansion. We parked the strollers and covered them up. And we went in, and because we just wanted to get in cover, we got in there. And what was actually really cool is there was a group of teenage girls who kind of started singing a few Christmas carols. and everybody was kind of looking at him like, I kind of want to do this. And then about 2 songs in, the entire crowd within the whole piece of it just started joining in. And so the whole crowd's just sitting there singing Christmas carols while we're standing in line for Haunted Mansion.
That's cool.
And so we really enjoyed that. And
Yeah.
everybody just had a lot of fun. And that, I guess that was the first time that I ever really felt that major Christmas spirit just come rolling in, because even though it was decorated and everything else, it was just such a busy and bustling environment in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the next thing that, you never really took the time to stop and appreciate it until that happened.
That's a good point.
Like,
yeah. The first time we were there for Christmas time, I was like, this felt a little bit weird because every day was kind of like Christmas. Even the Christmas day wasn't any different than the other days, it seemed like. But yeah, at some point you get that feeling that, yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, and so finally that was the moment where I think we were all like, this is Christmas at Disney. You can't get better than this.
Yeah. Nice.
And so we ended up, we got a really, really, really good spot for wishes. We ended up getting right by the Walt statue inside that little small courtyard right there in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And only, I think, one family ended up going back before and missing the wishes piece. But we did wishes, but then by the time wishes was over with, between everybody kind of being wet and everything, we decided to push Once Upon a Time back to Wednesday night. Yeah. Because unlike with Celebrate the Magic, where they did Celebrate the Magic prior to Wishes, they do Once Upon a Time after Wishes. And I don't know if that's just a holiday thing.
It might have been a holiday thing, because when I saw it, Celebrate the Magic, or the Once Upon a Time was before.
And actually, for the February trip, they ended up doing it that way too, where Once Upon a Time was 45 minutes after Wishes. So, not real sure why the switch up for the February piece, but
because I went in February too. I thought the other way around.
Yeah, well, the night before we got down there in February, it was showing on my plans as Wishes was at, I think it was at 8, and Once Upon a Time was at 7:30. But then when we got there, Wishes was at 8, Once Upon a Time was at 8:45. Or something to that nature, I think was like that schedule. Yeah, who knows? But we headed back and just got back to the resort, and everybody was kind of done after that.
You guys have been going hard so far.
Oh yeah, we full stink. Isn't that what the
That's it. That was, you got it going on full stink 2 days in a row. Let's see how long this can last.
Stop.
You guys are going to do Fantastic the next night too?
Yeah, we headed on to Phantasmic the next night. So.
I'm proud of you guys. You guys are real troopers.
Man,
maybe it's the first timers too. They got to see everything, right?
Oh, their adrenaline was up by this point.
Yeah, were they having a good time?
Oh yeah, everybody was coming to me, especially after Wishes was over. They were like,
"Yeah,
thank you." Like people were starting to like kind of feel the emotion and really get into it. Yeah. At that point,
there is something about it's definitely there's something about getting into it. I think that's a great way to say it. It's like you're like, okay, I get this. When you're new, you're kind of looking around, you don't know what to think of this place, and then at some point, it's like you're wearing the Mickey ears.
Well, like even
singing the songs.
Like a lot of the men in the family were like really skeptical because they were thinking this was going to be like a kid's trip, and like a lot of them were just like, I'm just going because the wife and kids want to go.
Right.
Well, by this night they were like, what's next? What's tomorrow? I want to know, what are we doing?
All right, let's go into Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, we headed out. We did breakfast at the resort every morning. So
okay,
we headed as soon as we got done. We headed on to breakfast, and we got into the park just after 9:00.
You guys were eating pretty. You guys were eating pretty good, by the way, Zach.
Oh yeah, we threw down. Headed on to Toy Story Mania. Once again, highly recommend that Fast Pass. That wait time is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was up about 60 minutes, I do believe, by the time we got to it.
All right, yeah. Unless you rope drop and really run over there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to sprint.
Yep, definitely.
So we had Tyson and we had my niece McKinley with us right during that point because my mom and niece had Fast Passes for a Rock and Roller Coaster first thing in the morning. So we split and we took the kids because they could ride Toy Story. And so we went over and we did that Fast Pass, and the kids really enjoyed it. Tyson scored 300 points by himself.
All right.
Pulling the strings, so not too shabby.
No.
So we enjoyed that and got off, and there was a 25-minute wait to meet Woody and Buzz, and so we went and did that character experience, which is amazing. Tyson was all into it, and McKinley got into it, and they were just running up and giving hugs and kisses and just playing around. And so we were able to do that experience, and we actually ended up running into some of the other family members at that meet and greet. And so it actually ended up, the majority of the family ended up going through that line and meeting Woody and Buzz at that time. After that, we headed for our Fast Pass at Tower of Terror.
Yeah, I'm laughing at this. Go ahead and tell.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first timers that jumped on it with us, they for some odd reason, I don't know, because it's, you could see the cars moving in the tower, but I guess they were just so quick to get on it, they didn't pay attention that there's more than one drop.
They didn't know what. Yeah.
So they thought that this thing was going to go up and go down and let them off.
Right.
So the video, because when you do Memory Maker now, they make a video for you for the Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
The videos that were coming in on our photo pass were enough to provide comedic experience for a week. It was great. People had heads buried in knees. People were screaming and just absolute and utter horror. It truly held up to its name with Tower of Terror on that one.
I love it. Lindsay, do you happen to remember the first time Mama rode that? You have any memory of that?
A little bit.
Because you were young, right?
She wasn't a fan.
You were only 8 years old. Oh, she loved it. But her thing was, she's not a big thrill ride.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But when she went, she was like, I'm going to ride everything. I don't care. I've never been to Disney World. I've been dreaming about this my whole life. I'm doing everything. When she had tears in her eyes and white as a ghost when she got.
Yeah.
So that's when I laughing about this.
And that was when it was predictable.
Yeah, it wasn't as different.
Random.
Yeah, random as it is now. And don't they really zoom you up now? Like they force you up and then you hang in the air for, a little while. I want to do it without.
Well, it takes you up there and really lets you oversee the top of Hollywood Studios now. They kind of hold you there for a few minutes.
Jiggle you around a bit. Yeah, it's great. I love it. That's one of my favorites for sure. All right. I'm glad they got
top 5. So.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a favorite for that gang of 27. All right.
They loved it. They wanted to go on and on. So grab lunch at American Cafe. It's right on Sunset, right outside of the Tower of Terror. Very stereotypical quick service burgers and fries. And
I've never been impressed with any of the quick serve. I can't say
never.
There's nothing there that stands out for me.
Yeah, I'm hoping with some of the new openings that they end up giving a little bit more quick service option inside Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, it's just nothing that just kind of gets you too excited. But I am excited to hear about your dinner, though. Yeah,
with dinner, we ended up going to Mama Melrose, which was something we had never done before.
Yeah.
Between my wife and I have to say, fantastic experience as soon as we walked in the door, because basically what we had to do was we had to split into 4 different reservations for the 27 of us.
Yeah.
So we were split into small parties, but when we got in there, the manager was like, hey, if you guys will hang 10 minutes, I can get you all in the same vicinity. Yep. Like I can get one table here and this and that and the other. And so of course we had no complaint with that.
Yeah. Nice big Italian family meal.
Yeah. So they really did a really good job to accommodate us. And of course, I have to admit, one of my favorite experiences of the week. As soon as we sat down, really good service, really fun wait staff. I think we had 2 total waiting on us. I grabbed the Kentucky Mule.
That's a whiskey, right?
It is. It's got bullet rye, and it was very good. They bring it out in the copper cup, and so we had a lot of people had either the steak or a few pasta dinners were out there, but there was not much variety. Once somebody said they wanted something, kind of like the people around them agreed. And so a lot of people ordered the same things. The steak was very good. I was very impressed. A few of the girls had some of the sangria and said it was some of the best that they've ever had at any restaurant that they've experienced. So
We did this, Lindsay, when you were little, but it's been a long, long time. And but I've heard people really rave about this place.
Yeah, I've heard all good things.
I know, and
we haven't eaten there.
No, we haven't eaten there in a long time. It gets kind of bypassed on the podcast too. So I'm glad to hear this.
It's also in a very, very weird place.
Yeah, that's true. It's out in the kind of boondocks.
Yeah, it's out in the back
corner.
Honestly, if you didn't know about it already, or if it wasn't recommended to you, which it was to me, my travel agent recommended it highly.
Yep.
And so we ended up sticking with it, and she was able to do a really good job with getting us that reservations because 50s Primetime just straight up said they couldn't accommodate a party of our size. They just said no.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's not a whole lot of room in there. So how were the desserts there?
We everybody kind of was just passing them around. We got some of the ice cream, cannolis, tiramisu, and some of the cheesecake. I can't complain about anything.
Sounds good. Nice.
We were throwing it all around and really enjoyed it. The tiramisu was top of the line.
Yeah, I love that. That's good stuff. Wow, sounds good. I'm getting hungry, but I've already had a big I ate already tonight.
Yes.
All right. And did everyone like Fantasmic? So you did 3
Yes.
I'm proud of you guys. You did the 3 big shows, right? One
without missing anything.
Yeah, without missing a beat. Nice. Good job.
So we headed out there, and actually what it ended up happening was after we used our third Fast Pass, I basically just sent out a text probably about 3:45, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, hey, if everybody doesn't mind, hold up on booking your next one, and let me see if I can get us Fantasmic tonight. I actually was able to get us a last-minute Fantasmic Fast Pass for all 27 people.
Wow. So your app had all 27 linked together, and you could get Fast Passes for everybody.
Yeah, I plugged every one of us in and linked it, and then got us all the Fast Pass for Fantasmic.
That's nice. That's impressive.
And we ended up, it took a couple of refreshes, but I was able to get them up there. But we ended up, we got front row seats about 3/4 of the way around the amphitheater. So we had about the first 3 rows, about the side quarter there, all that taken up. I'm with Lindsay. This is one of my absolute top favorite shows that I go to see every single time. I try my best never to miss it.
How was it tonight, Lindsay? How was it tonight? You were there tonight, right?
Everything was good. I got to see Ariel get the bag over her head tonight.
So you went and sat. Well, Zach just said he was 3/4 of the way around. I'm not sure which 3/4, but
it's probably the same section that I sat in tonight. It's where they put the Fast Passes.
Yeah,
it's the whole left side of the theater.
Do you know what she's referring to, Zach?
Yeah, it's over I think we were in the Scar section, like right next to the Scar sign, something like that. It's, as soon as you come in, you go left, and then they send you around. She was talking about
the bag they put over Ariel's head near the end.
No, I have no idea. What are you talking about?
When the big boat comes out near the end, if you watch till before they go around the side, when Mickey appears at the top of the mountain, all the lights go out on the boat, and it's focusing on Mickey. But if you watch Ariel and Prince Eric has to go get a big fireproof bag and put it over Ariel's head because she can't walk because she has fins. So he puts a big fireproof bag over her head, and then everyone else goes inside. And then when Mickey's setting off fireworks, you can see her just sitting there with a bag over her.
No way.
Yeah.
Now you got something to look forward to, Zach.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, I've never seen hysterical.
That. Yeah, and it's like you can plainly see it, but most people are looking at Mickey, so 90% of people won't see it.
Misdirection.
Yeah, it's a lot of misdirection because she's still clearly on stage. It's just.
That's pure gold.
There's videos on YouTube if you don't want to wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to wait because we're not going back till October, so I've got to see this.
It's called the bagging of the fish, is what they call it.
The bagging of the fish. There you go.
Oh man.
All right,
that's good. That's real good.
All right, so you missed Star Wars, didn't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, Star Wars was at 6:45.
Yeah.
So there was no way with an ADR that anybody was going to make it. As a matter of fact, we didn't even really hear it from Mama Melrose. but I've heard the show's fantastic.
Yeah.
I have seen it on YouTube. I ended up finally, once we got home from this February trip, when I missed it again, I finally just pulled it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you always got Star Wars Land coming, so don't worry.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. The episode 8 trailer dropped today, and of course my Star Wars geekiness just came right out. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. You're gonna go to Animal Kingdom the next day. You're gonna take it easy, I hope. You guys have been going hard.
We did go to Animal Kingdom the next day, and I'll backtrack just a second because we did go see Jingle Bell Jingle Bam.
What is that?
It was a holiday-only show that they did for Christmas time at night at Hollywood Studios. I don't know if it was just our view. We ended up getting basically right off of Sunset coming up before the park exit, and we were kind of off to the right. But the Frozen Summer Spectacular had basically like 180-degree fireworks behind a great movie ride, and it was just in your face. It was very good. And that was last summer. But then with Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, they only shot them over to the right-hand side. And so your view, if you were anywhere outside of that main open spot, anywhere around, basically anywhere in front of 50s Primetime or any of those shops there, you really couldn't see much because of the trees. But honestly, the show itself just wasn't exactly what I would have expected from a nighttime spectacular either.
Yeah. Well, you had Fantasmic.
Yeah, we did have Fantasmic, so of course nobody was really bummed out or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
it was a little bonus. That's all.
Yeah, it was just kind of a thing, and so we ended up rolling out after that. And of course, like you said, the next day we headed out to Animal Kingdom, and we did make it for Rote Drop and the Flight of the Birds.
Nice, good job.
So, and of course that was great. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And this time, almost everybody was at Rope Drop. Nobody was really sleeping in.
Yeah, I'm proud of this gang.
Well, I was too. I was very impressed. They were up and gearing to go.
That's good. Yep.
So as soon as we got in, we headed straight on. This is my thing. The morning safari.
Yeah.
If you can get in there first thing, I think that's the best chance you have of seeing the animals.
Yeah, I see you got the male lion up on his. We got a good look at the male and the two females on our last trip. They must. I know they're not chained to that rock, but they seem to be up there all the time. They like.
Yeah, they don't move very much.
They're pretty good.
But we were able to get a really good shot of the male lion. The cheetahs were down about halfway in between the fence line and the top of their open paddock area, and so we were able to get a really good look at all the cheetahs. They were up walking around, and so we were able to get to see a lot of that. And of course, after that, got off of our morning safari and headed over to Festival of the Lion King, and that is by far my favorite daytime show that Disney does. It's amazing.
I was gonna say you're winning points with Lindsay now.
Yeah, I mean, it just from the open interaction with the hand jive that you do.
Yeah.
With from everything that they do, it just really makes you feel that Lion King spirit that you want to get from Animal Kingdom, and of course we were really disappointed because when we were there, first time I ever took Allie in 2013, it was shut down for refurbishment. So the first time she got to see it was when we took her sister the next year. And so it's become a big tradition of ours to continue to go see it. And actually, my wife has seen The Lion King on Broadway in New York, and she says that she enjoys Festival of the Lion King better than the Broadway show in New York.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
That's quite
so she gives it pretty high praise.
That's awesome. Did Tyson like it?
Oh, Tyson was asleep the whole time.
Oh,
Oh, well.
oh well. That happens.
He was done.
All right.
We're not real sure what happened that time because typically
Still in the morning.
he's not a big. Yeah, he just kind of fell over, and he didn't wake up until almost the end, like right when they were doing where they were doing their kind of like final goodbye piece. He woke up for that, but the majority of the show he was asleep, unfortunately.
Oh,
so
wasn't his bag, baby.
Yeah. we headed out and we did our fast passes to Everest. This one, of course, we had to do child swap again. So my niece rode with me. This is one that Allie chose to kind of skip out on being pregnant. And so she just decided not to take the chance. And so my niece and I rode it. And so she got to she threw her hairband on purpose, but she lost her magic band at some point. But we know it was on during the photo.
We have photo evidence. So how did she get?
So we're not sure.
Did she get another magic band?
Yeah, we ended up having to go run over back to guest services before lunch, and we were able to get her a new magic band and
they
get everything re-updated.
They replace them for free?
They do.
Okay.
They replace your magic band for free.
That's good to know.
And they even link it to your account.
Nice. Good to know.
And actually, they do not replace your magic band in the park. She had to take a card for while we were in Animal Kingdom, and then she got a new magic band when we made it back to back to the resort.
Okay, I got you.
So we did have to wait for that, but
all right,
they were able to link everything. So this will make you happy. But we went and had lunch at Flame Tree Barbecue.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I like that one. I had some biggest ribs there last time I was there in January. Man, I was stuffed. They really give you a nice plate of ribs. But what'd you have?
Yeah, the picture you posted was big.
Yeah, there's like a lot of meat on those. Very good. I love that place. What'd you have?
We had as a matter of fact, I think everybody got the number one, which is the chicken half ribs. It's kind of like a sampler platter of everything.
Yeah. Yep. It's good.
So we all ate it, and everybody was kind of struggling after that because that's a lot of food to eat for lunch.
It is. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It is.
But you never regret it. It's just you got to really step it up and go get some miles back in on that walking pace to get your stomach back to normal.
It's a nice place to sit down too. I like the back end. Yeah.
Because they have the free roaming birds flying all over the place, and so you really get a good atmosphere there. I've always enjoyed Flame Tree. That's kind of one that I try my best not to miss when I'm in Animal Kingdom. So
I agree. What else?
So everybody kind of did a few pictures in front of Tree of Life, did It's Tough to Be a Bug, and then we finally did it. We went and we met Mickey and Minnie for the first time since we had been there.
The week's almost over, yeah.
And that was, I'm not, I have to admit, I'm not a big crier at all. Like, you can take me to go see the saddest movie on the planet, and I don't tear up. I'm just not that type of person. But this got me. I mean, we got in there, and Tyson saw Mickey Mouse for the first time, and it was the best Disney magic point up to that point of the week. I mean, he just got down, and he was like, "Daddy, it's Mickey Mouse." And he went up to him, and he just grabbed him and gave him a kiss. And actually, the photographer ended up having to kind of say, "All right, guys, we got to wrap it up. We got more people," because Mickey and Minnie were into it too.
That's awesome. So he was really moved by that too, huh? He was. Oh
man, he was talking to them, and they were into it, and So we got a lot of really, really, really good pictures from that one.
Now you can get video too with phones and stuff. So easy.
We really enjoyed it, and that's why. And again, and I'll recommend this to everybody. If anybody's ever doubting getting Memory Maker, don't spend the money. Get it. It makes it where you can interact with the characters with your child.
Yeah.
Without ever having to worry about who's got to have the phone or what you're doing and everything else. You just kind of get to experience that with them, and that was 100% worth it.
Yeah. If you're going to spend a lot of money going to Disney World, don't cheap out on the Memory Maker, especially now they got the video on the rides, and all the rides are included. Remember, we used to have to buy the ride. Mom, you would have to stop at every ride. Remember, Lindsay? And she'd have to buy the pictures.
I know Memory Maker is so worth it. We recommend it too.
Yeah. So we got annual passes, and they jacked up the prices for annual passes, but at least they put the Memory Maker on there.
Yeah. So I've used it definitely quite a bit already. So
yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Because we're going to go back to hopefully buying annual passes starting next year. The only reason we didn't do it this year was because of Molly coming to us in June.
Yeah,
and we just weren't sure how many more times we were going to get to go, and we just weren't sure we could get the maximum the value out of the annual pass this year. So,
you got a young family there, and you're going to have many years to enjoy this stuff. This is awesome for the little guys. All
yeah, we
right.
really enjoyed it. So
you did the Rainforest
little
Cafe too, right?
yeah, we did. We did a little bit more sightseeing. We went and saw some of the animals. We just took the train over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, but we didn't actually get out. Everybody just kind of wanted to ride the train. And then we headed over to Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
Typically I would have said, Tusker House or something else. This was a family request. My mom loves Rainforest Cafe, and so everybody else kind of jumped on board with it too. So we ended up going back and doing Rainforest, and I'm glad because they've changed their menu up a little bit. They've actually added a New York strip steak where it used to only be the flank steak that you could get with shrimp or whatever else. So now they've added a New York strip to the menu.
Yeah, for Dad. I like that.
Yes.
I get a lot of steaks.
That was much better.
I like getting steaks when I'm down there.
Oh, yeah. If I'm on vacation, it's steak all the way.
You're doing. I can tell you're hitting the steaks and a little bit of whiskey, too.
A little bit of whiskey. Yeah, I'm a big bourbon. Yeah. I'm a bourbon guy, so can't go away with it.
Good
but
deal.
I had the fusion margarita. It was a pineapple-based margarita. I have to admit, it wasn't my favorite. A little bit too sweet for my taste, but my sister loved it. So
see that every time you go off the lime, I told you.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have deviated. I should have took the Kurt advice. And
I know
with it, right?
people don't know, but I'm telling you, just stay with the regular lime. It does never ceases to deliver.
Well, no more deviation, Kurt.
There you go.
No more. I
know we try to experiment, it just never gets there.
Yeah, there's no more experimenting. Once I got that done, I was like, okay, no more too fruity margaritas. I'm just going to stick with what's good.
That's it.
So after dinner, everybody went back and grabbed a nap because Animal Kingdom closes relatively early.
Yeah.
And our dinner reservation was at 5:00. So as soon as we got done with dinner, it was still a while before Wishes, and so everybody kind of went back and took a nap. So this is the first time we didn't immediately go do something else after dinner.
Yeah.
All week, but we made it and we did Wishes number 2. This time we had to go stand to the sidewalk adjacent to Casey's Corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't too bad. We still got a really good view, but then the crowd actually cleared out really, really well for Once Upon a Time. I think everybody just kind of thought Wishes was it, and so they all bolted. We stayed for Once Upon a Time. Not all 27 of us were together for Wishes, but we were able to get a good spot together for Once Upon a Time once all the crowd headed out. And so we ended up we went back right over to Crystal Palace. They have, right outside the courtyard areas, they have the little stone walls that you can sit on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we just went and grabbed a spot there, and everybody kind of jumped up. And I have to say, it was a great show. I'll give it that. Once Upon a Time is beautiful. The graphics are very updated compared to Celebrate the Magic, but I still miss Celebrate the Magic.
Me
that was
too.
just one of my
very bad.
I mean,
I don't feel as kindly towards Once Upon a Time though.
Oh, really? You don't think the graphics are no?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this was one, Lindsay. You were telling me you were really disappointed. So you're disappointed with two things: the Soarin' and the Once Upon a Time, right?
Yeah. So right now I'm 0 for 2. Hopefully, Wishes and Rivers of Light impress. the new Wishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah. What are they calling that one? Happily Ever After?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well,
I need something to impress me.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We actually had some friends go to River of Light. They were there the week before us in February, and they said it was amazing.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it too. You have to go into it knowing that it's not a fireworks show.
Correct.
Is what I've heard. So,
but you know what? Mama's saying that I don't know what is it, an 8:00 show, and that people are lining up at 5:30 for that.
Yeah, they're starting to do 2 shows. So hopefully it'll cut down the crowds a little bit. You
got to have the dinner package. She was telling me this tonight. So
hey, nobody's complaining about Tiffin's. So
no.
Right.
Well, we're not doing Tiffin's. Well, actually, Lindsay and I have a Tiffin's booked when I come down in May to pick her up. But we're doing, what's the other one, Lindsay?
What are we doing? Yak and Yeti?
No.
I don't know. Oh, Tusker House.
Tusker House. Yeah, we're doing Tusker House.
Yeah.
I haven't done dinner at Tusker House, so I'm excited to do that. We did breakfast.
Oh, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that. So I'm not, I don't know. Tiffin's getting a lot. I got to tell you, I really like the buffets, and I'm happy. I'm not that fancy of a guy, so I like the more casual places.
I just like food in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Lindsay likes the fancier places, right? But,
I like the quiet, and those places tend to have quieter atmospheres.
I do like flying fish, though. I gotta say that. I don't know. It's pretty casual. All right, enough about us. Let's see here. You know what's really impressive? You guys actually stay out. So you went for a little nap. I mean, you've had like no pool time, no relaxing. You're going, and you do a late night here at Magic Kingdom.
We
on a park hopper.
Yeah, no, we weren't messing around this night. So as soon as Once Upon a Time was over with, a good many of like my aunt and her family and a couple of them went back to the room. My mom and Allie took Tyson and McKinley back because Allie was pretty tired, so she didn't want to stay out with us. And so we ended up basically just the cousins stayed out and did midnight to 2 a.m. extra magic hours. Mm. And we were able to really move through this because, I mean, they don't mess around. Come midnight, they were like, hey, you can't ride this. Go. You're not, because they were just kicking people out left and right, which is something I'd never really paid that much attention to.
Oh, okay.
Until people were going up to, I mean, you had to show your magic band before you got on rides and things like that. I guess with the extra crowds at Christmas, they were really trying to make sure it was special for the resort guests.
Yeah.
So, but they did a lot. I mean, we did Astro Orbiter at night. That was the first time I'd ever done it at night. And I have to say, the daytime is just not my favorite ride on the planet. But the nighttime, getting a good shot of the castle.
Oh, good.
And all that. So we really enjoyed it. We did Space Mountain twice. For some odd reason, we ran over and did the Barnstormer. Don't recommend it. Unless you got some it's not exactly the biggest. And we did Haunted Mansion, and of course we did Big Thunder. And then by that point in time, 2 a.m. it finally rolled around, and so we headed back out. And then the next morning, we kind of, even the people who stayed out late were back up, ready to go. We had a few that
That's great.
We had a few that had to leave for Christmas obligations, but my family headed out to Magic Kingdom. We had fast passes to meet Mickey at Town Square Theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
Talking Mickey.
And the Talking Mickey. Of course, it was just another one of those things with Tyson just really getting into the character meet. He wanted Mickey to hold him. I don't think that they're allowed to do that.
No, I don't think so.
he kind of shook his head at him, but he definitely let him get down and hug on him, and we got a lot of really, really good pictures. And of course, that was another one of those experiences where it just really made it worth it to have Memory Maker.
Absolutely. Cool.
And so then after that, we went and did one of our absolute cannot misses, and this is Allie's favorite. Like, if we miss this, she's in a bad mood, which is Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had confirmed with her doctor on like 3 different occasions that it was going to be okay before she did this, and he was like, "I promise, that's not really what I would call a thrill ride."
Yeah, right.
So we did that, and of course, it never disappoints. I love Splash Mountain.
Are we gonna, Lindsay? We gotta get Auntie Judy on Splash Mountain. She's never been on it, right?
No, Ken.
What? Ken. Ken's
Judy loves Splash Mountain.
Oh,
Ken that doesn't like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna get her husband Ken on it this trip coming up. Okay.
I don't know. I think we just leave Ken alone.
You think he's gonna go? I don't know if he's gonna go.
I don't think so.
No, I don't know. We gotta all tease him.
I'm not
do
gonna
Splash.
support Ken.
You gotta do Splash. People are afraid of the drop. They don't like drops, but you miss the whole ride if you don't do the drop.
Ken, if you're listening to this, I'm calling you out.
Yeah,
Splash Mountain.
That's it, Zach. Judy will make him listen to it. All right. Perfect.
Yeah, tell Judy I'm holding her accountable for this.
That's right. We will.
Yeah. This is a cannot miss, Ken.
Exactly.
Get on it. So after that, we went and did Dumbo, and those were our 3 fast passes for the day. And we did a quick, just a snack lunch because we had 3:55 dinner reservations at Ohana.
So was this? I saw this. Yeah, with exclamation points. Was this your first time at Ohana?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah, no, you geeks turned me on to it. You know, what's funny is I'd never even really thought about with me doing the planning for the trips. I'd never thought about actually, leaving the park.
Yeah.
To go grab food.
Right.
So this was the first time that we had ever really done the adventure of going to a different resort, and so we hopped on the monorail and went on back around and got to Ohana.
This is the whole. Well, it's not the whole gang because some had to leave.
No. We had some people leaving. This is just me, Allie, and Tyson.
Oh, okay. Just the three of you. Okay.
Yeah, at this point, people were leaving at different points of the day. The three of us were the only ones spending the night that night. I booked us an extra night for the 22nd.
Okay.
Just because we wanted to enjoy a little bit more of the atmosphere and do a couple of more dinners and do some other things so we could get a little bit more experience in. So we stayed an extra night.
Well, tell me why I'm so right about Ohana. That's my favorite restaurant. I'm so glad everyone agrees with me on this one.
From the time you walk in, that first off, the bread, such a teaser because you eat so much of it, but they don't ever warn you what's coming afterwards.
Yeah, you don't want to.
They just let you do it.
You don't want to fill up on the bread, but it's so good. It's tough. I know.
So good. So we ate a couple of loaves of that, and then of course we got to the dumplings, which was my wife's favorite. That peanut sauce is like her go-to.
Yeah. Yep.
She was asking if she could buy it.
I know.
Like if there was a place where she could get a jar of the peanut sauce.
I know it. All the sauces for the dipping of the meats and stuff.
Man, it was.
Tell me
so
about
good.
it. Tell me about it.
And so we absolutely loved it. I actually ended up asking because I got a few shrimp in before I ended up asking the question. I was like, just curious because I was starting to get full, but I was like, I think I can eat like a lot more of this. Let's see what happens.
Make a little
So I asked the waitress, I said, what's the record?
What's the record? That's funny.
She goes, we had a guy in here that ate 175 shrimp.
Oh my God.
And I said, he just ate shrimp. And she was like, no, it was with steak and chicken.
Wow.
And everything. So I was like, all right, I'm going to make this. And so I got to 52.
Wow.
And I had to tap out.
Didn't you? You took a picture of all these carcasses, didn't you?
I did. I took a really good picture.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm proud of you, Zach. I'll tell you what. You topped off a fun trip with one of our favorite restaurants, and you really went hard. Boy, you got a lot in.
Yeah, we didn't mess around at all with this one. I mean, we and then that the thing is like for us, we booked the Christmas party that night. So right after Ohana,
wow,
when we're about to die from food coma here,
yeah, exactly.
We headed out and we went and did the Christmas party, and we were really impressed. They do a really, really, really good job of making sure that you get that extra experience because you have to pay extra for the party passes,
right?
Outside of your standard ticket purchases for the week. So we got in, and I mean, as soon as you walk in, they start throwing cookies at you.
I was going to say,
take pictures with.
Yeah, go for dessert.
Yeah, and that was after the bread pudding, which is
amazing.
Oh man,
right.
Yes. So we got in there, we ate some cookies, and we headed over to Tomorrowland and did the People Mover and teacups and carousels, and we did that before the parade. And we headed over to Frontierland. That's my favorite parade spot. Even when they were doing the electrical parade, that was my go-to. So we ended up getting a really good spot in front, no one in front of us. So Tyson was able to get a really good view of the parade. And they spared no expense. They went at it with this. All the floats smelled like candy and Christmas trees, and the characters really interacted. And Tyson decided when Princess Jasmine went by that he was going to yell at her, and so she noticed him and got his attention, and he blew her a kiss, but unprompted. And so once he did that, she watched him from basically the time that she saw that happen. She just put her hands over her mouth, and she watched him from the time he turned around, or that she got all the way around the corner. And so he had a moment with Princess Jasmine.
That's cute. Yeah, that's good. How the characters
we had a really good time.
I like how the characters really give some personal attention too.
Oh yeah,
when they get the interaction, yeah, they definitely go with it. That's awesome.
Yeah. All the parade characters were just really fun to watch. So,
Wow, Zach. So this is kind of wrapping up this December trip then, right? And,
we went and we did the holiday wishes that night.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
And that's they do 180-degree fireworks shots during that one.
Yeah.
So just really amazing experience there.
First time
they really do a really good job.
Was this your first time at the Christmas party? Yeah.
Yeah, first time we'd ever done. This is the first time I've ever been to Disney during Christmas. So
okay, yep,
amazing experience. So we really enjoyed it. And then December 23rd, we got up and packed it up and headed home.
What a great trip! And hey, you got we got a good hour and a half in here already. But tell me any big highlights from February's trip that stood out?
Yeah, the February trip, we went down a night before the parks. We only did 2 days with Park Hopper.
Okay.
So we got down there and we went and did Chef Mickey's, and that was going to be the main birthday party for Tyson. We were just really wanted to go and let him have that experience, and the character experience in there is top of the line.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to meet what we call the Fab Five.
Right. I think that's why people love it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you get to meet Donald and Mickey and Minnie, and so they all came around, and of course that was really fun. Tyson just got down and hugged and kissed them all, and I'll post some pictures to the group from that as well. As a matter of fact, I think I did post a few.
Yeah.
From the trip, but yeah, that was just a really fun experience. But I was disappointed with the food.
Okay.
It just wasn't. It was kind of like the really slim pickings on the buffet. Not much to really write home about, but I think it's more meant for the character experience and being inside the Contemporary and getting some of the views. So we really enjoyed that. And then, of course, the next day we went and did Magic Kingdom all day and got to see our final wishes. And we ate dinner again at Ohana.
So that won you over, huh?
Oh yeah, that'll get booked. First time, every time.
We're going again. We got it booked, and I think Ken's never been there, right, Lindsay?
I think so. You're right.
We took Judy for the first time, and she had the same reaction you're having. So,
well, you tell Ken that he cannot eat Ohana unless he rides Splash Mountain.
Yeah, no shrimp for you.
Yeah, no shrimp for you until you get on.
That's it. Oh wow.
And of course, I guess another piece of the highlight was just simply that we got rained out and everything the second night for Phantasmic. But we had a really good experience with 50s Primetime. That's one of our go-tos.
Yeah.
So
yep, that's a fan favorite too, for sure.
Yeah, and I did get the Clean Plate Award again. So I got the extra toppings on my dad's brownie.
All right. Well, you know how to do it, Zach. You really did a great job here. This was a lot of fun, and I'm glad Lindsay could join us.
Yeah, I was happy to hear about your trip. Sounded like a blast.
It was an amazing time.
I'm getting psyched.
Well,
you're getting me psyched for my trip coming up here in a couple of weeks. I'll be there. Well, I'm leaving on Sunday, and then be in Fort Myers, and then I'll be there the 19th to the 26th in Disney World. Of course, when people hear this,
I bet you really are getting you. This is the antsy stage for you.
Yeah, I got 3 more days of work. Oh, it's dragging this week. That week before you go, it's just dragging right now. But yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of Disney time.
Exactly. Yeah, doesn't it go so fast? I know.
It does. It just flies by you. It's like you get there for rope drop. Next thing you know, it's time to go dinner.
I swear they got faster clocks in Disney World. Well, thanks so much, Zach. You are now an official super geek. I'm going to get you in that Facebook group as soon as we get off the Skype.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
We had a good time.
I had a great time with you guys. And Lindsay, it's nice to talk to you. And
yeah, it was great.
Nice to get to talk, and hopefully we'll do plenty more. I think as of right now, we're looking at going back at the end of October.
Good time to go.
Love that time of year.
Yeah, food and wine. And so say hi to Allie and Tyson and the rest of that 27 group. I hope they get to listen to this show and reflect back on their good time.
People onto it, so.
Yeah, they can
tell them all.
Let them know that you had it recorded. And, unfortunately, it's going to be about 2 months from now before this comes out, like I said. But Sorry about that.
Oh, that's no big deal. I can be patient.
There you go. It'll be a nice surprise. All right, buddy. Have a good night. Stay in touch, all right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm stay as active as I can on Facebook groups. So
that's it.
You guys have a good one.
You too. Bye.
And talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Zach, that was an awesome trip report. Thanks for being so patient. First of all, getting on the show and then waiting so long for this to be released. I've had so many shows kind of in the can for a while, but that was so much fun to listen back for me. I hope you guys enjoy that. And I want to give some community shout outs. First to Rich Stork of the One Little Spark podcast and Joey McGurr from the Disney Hack podcast, who mentioned me in their recent recording of the One Little Spark podcast. That was really interesting to hear. It was really quick, but thank you so much, guys, for thinking of me. And I want to give congratulations to Rich for seeing his first Happily Ever After, and all the geeks who watched it live on the internet, including Jennifer Galambos, EGA Cruz, Clay Green, Carrie Foot Blinn, Jamie McGee, and Melissa Grover. They were all making comments on our private Facebook group. It was really cool to hear that people are enjoying the Happily Ever After, the new show that replaced Wishes over at the Magic Kingdom. I'm excited because I'm going to be going to Walt Disney World this week. On Wednesday, I fly down and I'll spend some time with Lindsay. Her college program is over. I'll be driving her home on Sunday, but I get, 4 nights? And I got some great things planned for this trip and just some fun time to spend with my Lindsay down at Walt Disney World, and congratulate her for finishing up her program. We're going to be seeing the Pandora, and we actually have 2 previews of Pandora and got some reports starting to come in from Rich and Holly and Peter Burcase. So excited to do that for myself on 2 different occasions, on Thursday and Saturday. And we're going to see Happily Ever After when we go down and check out the dessert party. So we'll have great spot there to watch that, have some desserts, and that is right over in the Tomorrowland Terrace is where we're going to be seeing that. So I'm getting excited. I got a couple days of work and then I'm flying down to Walt Disney World. Well, the best part of this podcast is our friends, our geeks that we meet and share our opinions of Walt Disney World. And if you want to be a part of that every single day, we have an amazing Geekin family that get together on our private Facebook group. It is private, so if you want to get in there, just go onto Facebook, search it out, find the Geekin on WDW podcast communities, and ask to be a part of that group. And I will message you, I will friend you, and make sure you're a listener of the show and that you're a Disney geek just like us. If you have any questions for the show, you can email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. You can direct message me on Twitter at Geekin on WDW. We love it when you leave us a voice recording on our Geek Speak 860-294-4774. Give us a small trip report. Give us your opinion. And if you have any questions for the show, that would be awesome. You can leave it using your phone. Thanks for supporting our show by retweeting our Twitter posts and sharing our Facebook episode postings. That's awesome when you tell all of your friends about the Geekin on WDW podcast. It's the best way to support our show. Go out to iTunes and give us a fun, fantastic 5-star review. I'd love to read those. It really helps me as I need encouragement to continue doing the show. If you're planning on a Walt Disney World vacation, why not talk to our good friends and super geeks, Jennifer or EJ at Fairy Tale Concierge. They're going to help you plan the very best Disney World vacation you could possibly have, and they're so much fun. Thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it. So
let's do it. Let's get rolling here. So, Zach, I am 7 episodes up, so I'm not going to record my intro like usual.
okay.
And I'll put that on later. So we'll record. We'll get right into introducing the both of you, and then I'm going to ask you some of the regular questions of your trip, like who went, where'd you go, where'd you stay, kind of stuff, and then we'll go day by day through your December one, and then throw in some February too.
Sounds good.
Sound good. All right. Ready, Lindsay?
Yes, I am.
All right. Check We are recording. Okay. Here we go, Lindsay.
Hi, geeks.
Hey, Lindsay.
Are you hearing double of me?
No, I'm not hearing double of you. That goes away. Don't worry about it.
I hope so.
Yeah. I know. We love Skype.
Sorry about that. Let's try that. I want to try that again because I'm. Hi,
I was
geeks.
hearing double of you.
Yeah. Okay. As long as he's not hearing double of me, it should be fine.
Right.
All right. I'm going to try that again.
Okay. All right. Good show.
Oh, he hung up.